Again, good Friday morning. Glad to be with you on the Gallo Radio Show on SuperTalk, Mississippi, as we broadcast live from Smith County Emergency Hospital, which is not even officially open yet, but that is about to change. David Culpepper joins us. He's Director of Marketing and Communications for Covington County Hospital. You've heard about Covington County Hospital here on SuperTalk, Mississippi for a long time, and now you're going to be hearing about Smith County Emergency Hospital. David, good morning.
Good morning.
Great to see you as always.
Good to see you.
Big things happening here. Alex showed me the video earlier, and the transformation that has happened in this building, just from a physical standpoint, is remarkable. But it's not so much about what it looks like physically. That's part of it. It's about the fact that the people of Smith County, and Raleigh in particular, for the first time in, about 2.5 decades, have emergency services available to them in their hometown.
Yeah, and you know, it's a hard 30, we were talking during the break, you know, it's a hard 35-minute drive to either McGee, to Forest, to Laurel, or back to Collins, or to Mendenhall for health care if you need emergency services. And, you know, in rural part of the state of Mississippi, you got a lot of agriculture, a lot of farming, a lot of logging activities going on, and accidents happen, things happen, and that's, you know, time could be of essence in those situations, and we're hoping we can relieve that burden and offer great services. And we've got a young man here by the name of Tucker Borkin that's going to be running the emergency department here, and he's a Smith County guy, so we're excited about this.
We have heard so much about the rural healthcare crisis in Mississippi for a long time. Why did this work here? Because we know that this is hard to do in a lot of places, and there are a lot of communities that are longing for a facility like this in their backyard.
Wow. I think it starts with our CEO, Greg Gibbs. You know, he looked out and said, what if? And then the next question was, why not? And then the next question was, let's go look at it. And then it was, we can do this. And that's kind of how it progressed. I mean, just in that order now over a period of time. But there was a vision, understanding the need that's there, understanding that, you know, if you come together and work together as a consortium of hospitals like we have, our CEO is also the CEO of South Central Medical Center in Laurel. He's also the CEO at Covington, McGee, and Simpson Generals. Now, what does that mean is we share some administrative services, which cuts down on the cost to do those things, which allows us to do and offer specialty services and subspecialty services and things like that while staying with our niche and staying in that groove and do that as well. So a lot of times, especially in healthcare, things get vetoed or pushed off the table because of administrative costs or the cost to start up. Well, if somebody's already got it started up, let's just use that and parlay that over and let us step up and partner with you in this and share in this so that all high tide raises all ships.
We're going to talk with the mayor coming up in a little while. We're going to talk with Benji Ford from the Smith County Board of Supervisors. But from your perception, what's been the local reaction as this construction project has happened and news of what is coming here for Raleigh has gotten out and the community has kind of understood what's coming for them?
Yeah, they're excited. The county and the city both could not have been more accommodating and willing and easy to work with, willing to do whatever we needed them to do to help speed this process up. So, you know, when this building had sat vacant for a while, Richard, and when you come in to get it up to code and get it to where, you know, you can pass state inspection, you've got to do a lot of things to get that done. And we've been very fortunate that they've worked with us to help us to get this building up to code and get things where it needs to be. And it's, look, it's been a small army of people to get this going. Alex and Houston can tell you they were here yesterday afternoon. It was a small army on board.
Yeah. It's amazing what fresh paint and repaired drywall and new floors and new countertops can do. All of that goes into it. And it's really a striking facility. We pulled up, it was pitch black dark, and it's like well lighted, and you could see the fresh paint and the new signage, and you walk in, and this feels brand new.
It does. It really does. And the guy that drove the remod train is Russell McNeese, and he and his staff and the group that he uses for contracting, doing this stuff, did an amazing job. And what is crazy is this project started right at 7 months ago.
That's incredible. I just finished a renovation at the house that took longer than that?
Yes, and it probably was not as much space.
No, it was not. And it was not supposed to take longer than that. But
yeah, absolutely. And you were double the estimate when you got done. Right?
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, probably so.
But that's life in the construction world, right? And
so
to be able to pull off a project like this and stay on time and on budget is pretty incredible in and of itself.
Yeah, and then you flip it over and you've got the ordering of the equipment and the installation of the equipment and all that and all the budget constraints and staying within, those confines. And it's been a balancing act, but these guys have done a great job.
So what are the services that will be offered here?
Service to be offered here is emergency services. If you need emergency services coming through, if you have a cut, something like that you think is a little more than what you need a Band-Aid for, come see us. Also, any cardiac issues, but we've got a full-on suite of imaging and radiology services, full lab services, respiratory services. So we can do EKGs. We can get you stabilized. We've got stroke certified people in the ER that's going to be there to take care of that. We've got the helipad that's been completely remodeled and it's ready to be used if needed. Got contracts with AMR as far as transfers if you need to be transferred out. Working partnership with AMR who handles the contract for Smith County. So, we're working with everybody we can to try and bring this to fruition.
We're going to tell you more about it throughout the day.